This amendment is a modified version of House Bill 3799, which passed during veto session. The amendment seeks to regulate homeowners insurance rates in the state, and specifically the bill will do the following things. One is it prohibits a company selling homeowners insurance from increasing premiums by more than 10% without first notifying the consumer 60 days prior to the renewal or anniversary date. It prohibits homeowners insurance premiums from being excessive, inadequate, or unfairly discriminatory. It creates a determination and hearing process for when the Department of Insurance finds that rates are excessive, inadequate, or unfairly discriminatory, sets forth when a filing is deemed complete for purposes of determining whether the rates are excessive, inadequate, or unfairly discriminatory, and it prohibits cost shifting for homeowners insurance. And I'll answer any questions, Mr. President. I won't give a good neighbor speech today. I want to speak to the bill, and I just want to say that for far too long, Illinois homeowners have been hit with rate increases that far outpace inflation and wage growth. Between 2021 and 2024 alone, homeowners insurance costs in Illinois surged by nearly 50%, adding almost $1,000 a year to typical families' expenses. Major carriers have imposed double-digit hikes, leaving many working families, seniors, and young homeowners struggling to afford the very insurance meant to protect their most important asset, their home. The average Illinois homeowner now pays well over $3,000 annually for coverage. Those aren't just numbers on a page. These are real people in Frankfort and Springfield and Chicago and every other community between those who are forced to choose between paying their insurance premium and covering groceries. This current system lacks meaningful oversight. Insurance companies can file rates and implement them with little scrutiny, often shifting costs from various places across the country onto Illinois policyholders, and that ends with this bill. This bill provides real consumer protection. It prohibits excessive, inadequate, or unfairly discriminatory rates for fire and extended coverage. It requires insurance to use credible Illinois-specific loss experience when it is statistically reliable, stopping unfair practice of making our family subsidize loss from wildfires in the west or hurricanes in the south. And it mandates advance notice so people can make decisions about their finances. It gives the Department of Insurance the tools to properly review rate filings and that they're actuarially sound and fair. But this goes beyond reining in costs. When rates are fair, predictable, and based on actual risks here in Illinois, families can plan ahead. They can invest in mitigation measures. They can strengthen their roofs against high winds and hail, elevating homes in flood-prone areas and installing impact-resistant windows, and taking other steps that make our communities more resilient to severe weather events that we all know too well in Illinois, from tornadoes to flooding. I've been talking about this since 2024 when I wrote an op-ed in the Chicago Tribune. Before we saw a 22 to 30% rate increase in the homeowners insurance, we've passed this bill out of this chamber before. Let's do it again with more than 42 votes. This helps Republicans, this helps Democrats. This is a consumer protection bill. This is going to protect our neighbors. So again, if you want to be a good neighbor, vote yes. You shouldn't have any hesitancy whatsoever on this bill, regardless of what the insurance industry says. This bill has been worked on ad nauseum by the insurance industry and consumer protection agencies to help people. Almost all this bill is agreed on. I ask for an aye vote. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to keep up to date with news from the caucus. For more information on what the senator is working on, please follow them on social media using the links in the description down below.